But here comes the rest of them as Fred into 4th place, Fred into 3rd place downtown, and Oceania goes over. Fred gets inside Chucky and into 2nd. Roscoe across, Fred across, Chucky across, narrowly missing Roscoe in reverse for some reason. I remember it like it was just last year. What's up, my people? Welcome back to Bay City Diecast Racing for Groups 7 and 8 of the Ultimate Evo Tournament 2.0. As always, my name is Daryl, and I'll be your host. Special thanks once again to hosts of stages 1 and 2 of this tournament, Polo Racing and Gravity Throttle Racing. Let's take a quick look at our current standings through 6 races. Kenny McSpeed with a phenomenal outing last video is your current leader with 56 points, but right below you'll see our stage 2 leader, Wiz, waiting for their opportunity in Group 10. Let's meet our drivers for Group 7. Starting outside front row and driving for Bad Wool Racing, please welcome Blackie Mutton. Outside front row, driving for D20 Diecast, it's Kirky G. Starting inside second row and driving for J Grams Diecast Racing, this is J Grams. Outside row 2, driving for Panda Customs, this is Josnier. And finally in the back row, driving for Farrell Mods, it's Farrell Patrick. Here we go, folks. Up top, beautiful Bay City Speedway. Blackie Mutton on the pole next to Kirky G, J Grams and Josnier in the middle, and the Farrell one in the rear. And Group 7 is underway. Blackie Mutton the first out of the dual 90 and into wine country, and he's got a rear view full of J Grams. Inside lane pulling away a bit as Farrell Patrick keeps pace across the Bay City Bridge. Mutton still your leader. J Grams all over Mutton as they head downtown. J Grams a little loose and into the final turn. Kirby G on his lid. Mutton across. J Grams across. Farrell Patrick across. Josnier limping across the line for 4th place. Your winner, Blackie Mutton, across with a time of 8.96, which will surpass Kitty McSpeed's 9.31 from last video as our new fast lap time. Right back at it up top, lap 2. Kirky G on the pole next to J Grams. Josnier and Farrell Patrick in the middle with Blackie Mutton in the rear. And here we go, folks. Kirky G the first out and into wine country, but J Grams making an early run on that outside up the hill, and Farrell Patrick coming with him. Kirky G goes, oh my God! Past the ladies and around the palace, J Grams clinging to the lead. Can FP make a pass? They're both loose at the line, and it's J Grams your winner of lap 2. Farrell Patrick in for 2nd, Josnier across for 3rd, and Blackie Mutton will close us out. J Grams across with a lap time of 9.18, and we've got a quick group of Evos here tonight, folks. J Grams, your leader, will start this one on the pole next to Josnier. Farrell Patrick in the middle next to Mutton, and Kirky G back on all 4s in the back. And this one is underway. J Grams and Farrell Patrick through the vineyards and into the early lead. Across the Golden State Bridge, Kirky G holding on to 3rd. Past Coit Tower, and they start to spread it out a bit now. J Grams and Farrell Patrick toward the Painted Ladies. Farrell Patrick searching for a way around. Down the home stretch through the park. J Grams loose again, but FP straightens him out. Kirky G across, Josnier across. J Grams your winner with another new fast track time of 8.83. Blackie Mutton upside down. All right, foundation lap 4. J Grams to the back with Josnier taking their turn on the pole next to Farrell Patrick, who trails by 5. Mutton and Kirky G in the middle, and big drops we're racing. Josnier the first out of the dual 90, and Farrell Patrick and Mutton battle for 2nd onto the bridge. Farrell Patrick's on the rail, and Kirky G is stuck behind him. An angry Kirky G at that. Blackie Mutton into the back of Josnier as they speed past the ladies. Your leaders through downtown and into the home stretch. Josnier will hold on for the win in front of Mutton. J Grams in for 3rd. Josnier across with a lap time of 9.63. And, well, we saw what happened to the other 2 drivers. Final lap 5. Josnier jumps back into this race with that win, but they'll start in the back. Your leader, J Grams, outside row 2, and a disgruntled Farrell Patrick on the pole. Let's see what happens, folks, as there's the green. And just like that, Farrell Patrick wasting no time out of the blocks and through the Napa Valley. Across the bridge and up the hill, Farrell Patrick driving like he's got something to prove.
Eat my rubber.
Towards the Painted Ladies and around the palace. Kirky G on the inside, and Mutton goes over. Josnier out of F's as Farrell Patrick is loose. He can't get it started. Kirky G nowhere to go. J Grams into him. And not to be outdone, Farrell Patrick, your winner, across with a time of 8.71 and another new fast track time. Kirky G in for second, Jay Grams third, Blackie Mutton,
I like turtles,
and Josner in for fourth. Let's take a look at our final scores, and with 22 points, Jay Grams is your Group 7 winner. Farrell Patrick just 5 points back, and man, that DNF rearing its ugly head right now. Let's add them all together and see where we're at after 7 races, and Jay Grams catapults into the lead with 58 total points. Group 8, right after this. Welcome back to Bay City Diecast Racing and Group 8 of the Ultimate Evo Tournament 2.0. Let's meet your drivers. Up first and on the pole, driving for Dutch Clutch Racing, it's Dutch Vanderschiff. Starting outside front row, from 409 Diecast Racing, this is Laro. Stage 1 race host, from Polo Racing, it's Marco Polo. Outside row 2, driving for Reina Racing, this is Leo. And finally, all the way in the back, driving for Bit Rod Racing, it's Coots. Here we go. Dutch on the pole next to Laro, Polo and Leo, row 2, Coots in the back, and Group 8 is on the move. Vanderschiff shoots out early with Marco Polo right behind. Laro drops back a bit as they hit the bridge, and Coots right there as they head up the hill. Vanderschiff the first to the Bay City Bridge. Coots falls back a bit as they hit the Painted Ladies. Vanderschiff with a huge lead now as they head towards the John Aubrey National Park. Vanderschiff across for first. Marco Polo right behind for second. Leo, shaking off the cobwebs, will round us out. Dutch Vanderschiff across with an impressive lap time of 9.10. And that, folks, is how this race gets started. Back up top, lap 2, it's Laro's turn on the pole next to Marco Polo. Leo and Coots row 2, and Vanderschiff in the rear. And we're racing. Laro and Leo the first out of the dual 90 and into wine country. But here comes Marco Polo making it interesting. Polo on the outside in front of the tower. Coots putting a drop down on Laro and into second place onto the Bay City Bridge. They're all bunched up in the rear as Marco Polo continues to lead through downtown and onto the home stretch. Polo goes around at the line. Coots just misses it for second. Laro goes around. Leo and Dutch with the skinny pants. Did Laro give third place away at the line? Marco Polo, your winner of lap 2 with a track time of 9.50. And let's check this out. And yes, sir, Leo grabs third place right from the hands of Laro. Well done, kid. Lap 3, Marco on the Polo. See what I did there? Leo beside him. Row 2 of Coots and Vanderschiff. Laro in the back. Cape Tross, we're racing. Polo out first with Coots in tow. Leo into third after the first crossover. Up the hill, Coots urging Polo towards Coit Tower. Laro on the inside and into fourth at the merge. Polo with a big old lead as he passes the Painted Ladies. Rest in peace, Danny Tanner. Leo, Morrow, and Dutch. And Morrow goes over. Vanderschiff gets around him. Polo across. Coots across. Leo in for third, and Dutch Vanderschiff will close us out. Marco Polo across with a time of 9.22. And a rough one for Laro. Foundation lap 4. Leo on the pole and in a good spot to make up some points. Coots beside him, Dutch and Laro, and Polo. Here we go. All bunched up into wine country and onto the Golden State Bridge. Leo and Dutch push ahead a bit, but there's a battle for third headed up the hill. Coots on the outside will zipper himself into second at the merge. Now Coots is backward and staring at Vanderschiff. And Laro drives into the fire department. What is happening? Around the final turn and now nothing happens? Leo, your winner of lap 4. Coots and Vanderschiff across in reverse for second and third respectively. And your leader, Marco Polo, closes us out. Leo with a lap time of 10.16. And I can't wait to see what happened to Laro. Put your funniest caption to this scene in the comments. Here we go, folks. Final lap 5. 4 drivers within 6 points of the lead. Coots on the pole next to Vanderschiff. Laro in the middle next to Marco Polo. Leo in the back, and they're off. Coots out and through the zigzags. Laro and Dutch even into the first crossover. Now Vanderschiff into second up the hill, past the tower, and now Polo into third. Coots leads them all one more time past the ladies and around the palace and into downtown. Vanderschiff all over the bumper of Coots. And Coots will hold on to win lap 5. Vanderschiff across for second, Marco Polo in for third, Laro across, and Leo across. Coots across with a lap time of 9.80 and a nice clean race to close us out with all 5 drivers crossing the finish line. A big thank you to all our drivers from groups 7 and 8, and just 2 more groups to go, folks. We will indeed find our winner in the next video. Oh, and look at that, we have a tie. Marco Polo and Coots will walk away with 21 points apiece. Vandershift taking 3rd place points in the group. Let's add these points to our updated scoreboard, and hot damn, Marco Polo, your new leader after 8 groups. Vandershift into 2nd, Coots into a tie for 3rd. Let's take a look at all your favorite drivers through 8 rounds. And that's going to do it for this one, folks. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you back here next time for the final 2 groups, and we will crown the champion of the Ultimate Evo's Tournament 2.0. As always, my name is Daryl, and I've been your host. Have a good night, everybody.